What are the consequences of unethical behavior in a negotiation? So, anytime a negotiator employs an unethical tactic in a negotiation, there is the potential for both positive and negative results. So, once a tactic is employed, and however the individual feels about that tactic is going to determine whether it's ethical or no to that person. Now, others or third parties may see that tactic as unethical or ethical, and that may differ from the way the party employing that tactic saw the tactic at the time of employing it. So anytime a negotiator is going to employ a tactic, after the fact, they will evaluate it. First, they'll look at effectiveness. Well, if the tactic did not achieve the intended effect, whether unethical or no, generally the negotiator is going to regret that tactic. That is, they should have pursued a different tactic. Sometimes the effect is negative and going to cause a greater amount of regret or sorrow that they chose that tactic and the outcome was worse than it would have been otherwise. So the negotiator, after evaluating the effectiveness of the tactic, moves on to the reaction of others. That is, how did they feel about the tactic being employed? Did it affect the other side that was the subject of the tactic in a given way? Did it affect third parties in a given way? This will oftentimes be the defining metric as to whether something was truly unethical and how bad it was, or what scale of unethicality it was. That is, the effect on the other person or the outcome for third parties that are somehow implicated in the negotiation. And then you'll look at the reaction of yourself. How do you feel about it? Because remember, ethics is a code of what's right and wrong, and that code will differ internally for all of us. It's based upon our own internal cognitions, based upon a lot of factors that affect us and who we are, how we see things. So, looking internally and seeing how we feel about the tactic. If you win a game or come out ahead in a negotiation, but you used unethical tactics, you may feel bad about it, worse than you would have felt if you lost the negotiation in the first place. In other scenarios, you may lose a game or come out poorly in a negotiation, but you feel better about it than if you would use the tactic that you found ethically ambiguous, even if it didn't harm other people and other people would have pursued that tactic. So oftentimes, because perception determines what is in our own minds ethical, the effect of unethical tactics can have varying effects for third parties, for the other party, for ourselves, that are all unique or inconsistent. That is, I can feel good about the tactic, the other party could feel very angered, very hurt, very mistrusting, or no longer trust the other person. They may feel taken advantage of, they may feel diminished in a way. Third parties may feel any mixture of that it was fair game, but it was a just outcome, or it was not a just outcome, and it was not a fair practice. So once again, make certain you understand that, one, the effectiveness needs to be compared to the effect on the other party, third parties, and the effect on oneself to truly determine what are the consequences of unethical behavior in a negotiation.